Welcome to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up for the week of October 14th to October 20th. Town Administrator Richard Brown said that Waste Management has indicated it will not be picking up yard waste in Somerset in November. Under the contract with the town, the company is supposed to pick up yard waste between April and November. Resident Ed Souza said residents haven't even started picking up their leaves yet. Brown said he is working on a plan with Highway Superintendent Chris Simons to pick up yard waste in November. The town is looking at recouping money from Waste Management through its performance bond. Selectman Chair Lorne Lawless said that money could perhaps be used to hire someone else to pick up the yard waste. The town has been receiving a lot of complaints about Waste Management not picking up yard waste on designated days when the company is supposed to. Waste Management said there has been a problem with hiring enough drivers. Brown said Waste Management has also said that the pandemic is an act of God that has affected its operations and does not require them to follow all the requirements of its contract with the town. Brown said the town is looking at litigating the contract it has with Waste Management and going to a new company, but has to find out how much that would cost before doing that. Foodcella 2 will be held on Sunday, October 24th from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Arthur Chick Marchand Jr. Memorial Park at the corner of Riverside Avenue and New Hill Avenue. Organizer Allison Fonts said Foodcella 2 will have 7 food trucks and 8 food tents. Some of the food that people will be able to find at the event includes tacos, hot dogs, waffles with different kinds of toppings, French fries, barbecued food, pretzels, brick oven pizza, and baked goods. An acoustic duo that plays old and modern hits will be providing the entertainment. There will also be some classic cars for people to look at. Font said people can park on the field and bring a blanket to sit and eat. She said the forecast for the weather for that day is good. The Somerset School Committee on Monday decided to table a decision on whether or not to approve a trip to Washington, D.C. for the 8th grade at Somerset Middle School. Organizers of the trip were concerned that some places they normally visit on the trip to the nation's capital are either closed or require vaccinations. They said the school could require students to be vaccinated to go on the trip, but school committee members said they would not support that. Melissa Andreessen, who was one of the organizers of the trip, along with Michael Johnson, said that if unvaccinated students test positive for COVID-19 while in Washington, they would have to quarantine there for 10 days. School committee member Christopher Godet said parents would then have to go to Washington to be with them if that happened. The organizers said they have worked on precautions that could be taken during the trip, such as only having 2 students in a hotel room instead of the 4 they have had on past trips. The school committee asked the organizers of the trip to do a survey of parents to see how many students would go on the trip based on the restrictions in Washington. Money is being raised to help pay for the funeral of a longtime Somerset Yacht Club member whose body was recovered in the Taunton River on Sunday morning after he had been reported missing on Saturday morning. The Somerset Fire Department, Massachusetts State Police Air Wing, and Marine units from several communities from throughout the area conducted an aggressive search on Saturday and had to suspend rescue operations at night for safety reasons. When the rescue operations were resumed on Sunday, they found Gary Veslet's body in the Taunton River about a quarter of a mile from Gay Street. Somerset Yacht Club Vice Commodore Nancy Fournier said Gary Veslet was well liked by members of the yacht club. The cause of the death was not considered suspicious. Authorities are investigating what happened. A GoFundMe account to help pay for the funeral of Veslet has been set up. Selectman Chair Lorne Lawless said the town is moving forward with providing online permitting for permits that the town issues, such as building permits. He said the online permitting would not only save time for town employees, but also for homeowners and contractors. Michael Gallagher, who is working as a consultant to the town and will be the interim town administrator after Richard Brown retires in November, said he has talked to a vendor who provides software for online permitting. He said he will set up a meeting with town employees from departments in town who deal with permitting so that the vendor can make a presentation to them and to see if they are comfortable with the software. Resident Mary Beth Rua Larson and Nancy Thomas have been appointed to the town's Cultural Council. The council distributes state grant money to different nonprofits around town for programs related to the arts. Rua Larson is a reference librarian at Somerset Public Library and a poet. Thomas was also appointed to the town's Historical Commission at the Selectmen's meeting on Wednesday night. Selectman Kathy Souza said Thomas has applied multiple times to be on the commission and is a good candidate. In sports, the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School field hockey team beat Apponequet 8-0 on Wednesday. Carissa Albin had 5 goals, Reese Swanson had 2 goals, and Ava Ponce had 1 goal. Lainey Martin, Lauren Rothwell, Ponce, Ellie Cabral, and Loga Diffley each had 1 assist. SBRHS now has a 7-4-3 overall record for the season. The game was part of a fundraiser that the field hockey teams had to raise money for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. Players wore pink t-shirts and socks, colored their hair pink, and put pink tape around their field hockey sticks. Donations were accepted for admission to the game and t-shirts were sold. The Somerset Berkeley Regional High School girls soccer team beat Old Rochester 2-1 on Wednesday. Lily Gentile and Ashlyn Aguiar had the goals for Somerset Berkeley. Kaylee Emerson had an assist on Gentile's goal. Coach Casey Geronimo said goalkeeper Gabby Fernandez was phenomenal in net, and Abby Shea controlled the center midfield along with Jocelyn Wilson. It was an important win for the Lady Blue Raiders as they try to qualify for the state tournament. They now have a 5-7-3 record and need to get up to 500 to make the tournament. They have 3 games left. Somerset Berkeley Regional High School golfer Brennan Blazer has been named a South Coast Conference All-Star. Blazer was the only player on the SBRHS team to score in the 40s or 30s in all of his matches during the season. SBRHS coach Justin Kuchar said if Blazer keeps working on his game, the senior could play on a college golf team. Thank you for tuning in to Somerset Weekly Wrap-Up. We will see you next week with news from around Somerset.